Good morning to you. Another beautiful Monday morning. We're excited to be with you. Hope you're looking forward to the week as we are. Lots of good things happening. It's that time of the year, man. It's that time of the year. Things are shaking. Things are moving.
A lot of moves getting done.
That's right. And I hope you're right in the mix of it all.
Yep.
What are we talking about today?
Default versus design.
Well, that sounds like fun. Talk to us.
Well, most people get up and they just live their life by default, right? They just give their attention to the thing that's screaming at them the most right then. Get up in the morning, what am I going to do today? I'm not sure, I'm going to figure it out. And so what we want to talk to you about is you want to live your life by design, where you're actually getting up and you're saying, what am I doing today? Well, let me go look at my goal sheet. Let me look at what I wrote down last night. I find for myself that when I sit down the night before and I say, what do I got to do tomorrow to make my short-term goals happen and my long-term goals happen, what have I got to do? I'll make a list. Mm-hmm. And when I go through that list, I'm much more productive that day than if I just get up and I say, oh man, it's already 8 o'clock. What am I going to do today? Oh, I'm going to drink some coffee and think about it once, And then all of a sudden your day is gone and you go, what did I do today? I didn't even follow up with that guy, or I forgot this, or I forgot that. So you want to live your life by design. You want to make goals. You want to put short-term goals down. What do I want to do? Where do I want to be in 6 months from now? At the end of this month, in 6 months from now, at the end of the year, what do I want my life to look like in 5 years, in 10 years, in my business life? What is that going to look like? And make those goals and then, make conscious decisions to do that. So if you're watching this and maybe you want to make sales manager, you're just a brand new guy, you're an IBO, maybe you've been roofing for a couple of years and you're like, you know what, I want to become a sales manager. I need to get 2 guys. I want to do that by the end of the month because it's very doable in a month. Getting 2 guys. What do I got to do to make that happen? And you got to contact people, right? And so you might make a list of guys you're going to contact the next day. Get on the internet, make a list of guys, or maybe do some messaging to guys. So if you want to make district manager, you got to sit down and you got to say, this is what I got to do to make district manager happen by September. Make dates, put dates down. I'm going to be district manager by September 15th or whatever that is. And you know what? I got 5 meetings to make this happen. We're doing, I'm going to go here or I'm going to go here. I got 5 meetings to make this happen or whatever. And so get people to those meetings. I got to have 5 people at every meeting. I'm going to get 2 out of those 5 or 3 out of those 5 to set up an account. And that's going to get me my 10 people or my 6 people, whatever you need left. So you just make those, decisions the night before and you say, I'm going to contact, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And so you're starting to live your life by design. I mean, we've got a little palm tree picture back here. Most of us, if we want to see this kind of a view, we got to go to where that kind of a view is. And if I'm going to live my life by design, then, if I want to go spend some time under some palm trees and just hang out, that's what's going to have to happen. Most people never get to. If you want to do some trips or you want to do some travel, you have to live your life by design. Because if not, you're not going to have enough money to even be able to do any of those kind of things.
Right, you have to take control. Nobody else is going to. Nobody else is going to come take control of your life. And if you don't take control, it's like anything else. It's just kind of going to happen. And I guarantee it ain't going to happen and move progressively towards where you want it to move. Because nothing in life goes in a good direction without you taking control and actually working at it. Just something to go along with, your goals, your notes. As Elias was referring to making notes, I know for myself, when I make notes about something the night before, or when I get up in the morning, I look at those notes, and those notes kind of burn a hole in me as I got to get that done. I got to get that done. And I don't feel like I have time to sit down and relax until I do those things. Mm-hmm. And so I'll kind of do them just to get them out of the way, just to have them done. And when you make those notes, I guarantee you're going to do things more productively in a lot less time because you're deliberately taking control. Something else that I would suggest that we do, and I've said this before, and a good friend of ours, Doug Fireball, mentioned this on a conference call recently. He said, take 4x6 postcards and make your goals and post them everywhere. Put them everywhere where you see them. So you're always conscious of what you're working for and working at. So even when you're not really working at your goals, you're still reminded of them. And you'd be surprised how many times you come into opportunities and have times where you can actually work towards that goal and you weren't even planning on working at it. Or you might have talked to that individual at the restaurant maybe, or somewhere like that, to where, because you consciously remember, hey, I'm working at, making district manager happen by September. And so you talk to that extra person just because you were reminded of that more often. And you never know whose life you can change because, you consciously did that. You consciously took control. You had those goals and you had those, posters or whatever in an, place where you were reminded of that, and you're driving towards that goal clearly every day.
Yep. So again, sit down, make goals, plan your day out, maybe the night prior. Just make some of those notes the next day. I mean, I know for me, if I do this, I can get done in 2 hours what normally takes me an entire day if I just try to figure it out as I go, because there's a lot of distractions that happen along the way. That email comes in, or that text message come in, or you just decide, hey, I'm just going to go out quick for lunch, and then that lunch goes an hour and a half, and all of a sudden you're like, man, my day's shot. So make those goals, go through that list, make it happen, and you'll find your day to be much more progressive, and just have a lot more. You'll find yourself have a lot more time freedom as well.
And this is not just business. What we're talking about, living a life by design rather than default. This is every area of your life. When you're with your family, man, be all with them. Live that all in. When you're, whatever you're doing, be all in. Live everything by design. And that's your marriage. That's your family. That's your, your spiritual life. That's your business. Everything in life should be done in that way. And when you do that, and you can make those notes and those goals and all that, you're going to be clearly driving towards something in every area of your life, and not just randomly. You might have your business in order, but your marriage isn't in order, or you might have your business in order, but you don't have a lot of other things in order that should be. But this should encapsulate every area of life, not just one.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little topic. I hope you take notes from this and apply it, because I think you would love it. If you're not doing this, I think you would love the just the outcome of it. And we'll see you guys next week. In the meantime, have an awesome week.